songs for me?
Yes, we do. It's recorded now. So,
It's recording now?
Yeah, it's recorded now. It's going to be part of it like we always do it. You know, whatever. So, we should be good.
Oh, somebody's foot. Oh, there you go.
Play that.
I'll play the music now.
Yeah. Before we get started, we just wanted to let you guys listen to this real quick. This is Wiz Dakota featuring Roddy Ricch. What's the name of the song, Sam?
He's a wizard.
For sure. Shout out to Wiz Dakota, boy. I see you, man. We see you, boy.
I'ma still get mine in this for sure. I'ma still get mine in this for sure.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
If you fuck this up, I'ma get rid of you. I've been busting up since a little dude. She said her man is stuck, he a little dude. Had to match the diamonds with the winner. And she told me you a god and I'm a sinner. I put a throne with my liver, yeah. My circle small to see the vision, yeah. I don't need the cloud, I want the bread. Chasing all that fame will leave you dead, yeah. They want my soul, I'm on their neck. Now all my souls is bloody red.
Alright, that's good. Let's get it. Sam.
I'm still getting mine in this for sure.
Oh, man. You was really digging that.
Yo, that song's fire to me, yo.
You just talking to the mic. I always got to remind you as talking to the mic, boy.
Damn.
Yeah.
It beats like that.
Yeah, I mean.
Shout out to Trish with the Tina Turner.
Wow.
She got the Tina Turner going on. I like that.
All right, let's get into it. What's up, y'all? Shout out to everybody. It's lit. We back. Your host Sam Show, and today we are being blessed with the lovely Amanda Shea. Am I saying that right, Shea?
Yep, like the butter.
Like, okay.
I like that.
She came straight with it. All
I
right.
like her.
That's
Shea
what's up. Straight to it.
That was
man.
smooth. I like that.
That's the whole point. See the double entendre you just did there?
You a rapper.
Nah, not even.
You rap.
No.
You look like you listen to a little bit of Eve and you know what I mean? Who's the chick that
Cheers,
sings?
soulful.
Love is blind, and it will take over your mind. I do listen
So
to
you do
Eve.
karaoke in the shower?
I definitely do.
That's lit. I respect it.
It's lit, like Boston. It's lit, Boston. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do that all night
I like
I'm
it.
Aggie like that, and I
like
love
it.
double entendres.
That's crazy. Hold on.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Oh,
I
your
can
mic
barely
is that
hear
low?
you. My forehead look mad shiny though.
Because of the shade.
Them lights is crazy.
Yeah,
Lights
good thing
is
I put
crazy.
on my cocoa butter this morning
Because of the shade.
because of the shade. Exactly. I'm a brand that one day. Watch.
I might have to brand that before you. I might brand
Nah,
that shit
don't
while
even
we
do
right
that.
here. I
See,
ain't gonna
it's
lie.
lit Boston.
Let me
He's
go,
already
babe.
trying to steal.
Already.
It ain't steal if nobody own it.
Listen, I think a lot of people own shea butter though, low key.
The word?
All right, let's get started real quick.
I think
Let's
just a product of the shea butter.
hold on. Before we get into the bullshit, hold on. Before we get into
'Cause
the
I'm
bullshit,
ready.
I see that you ready. I was letting y'all go off for a minute. Like, all right, cool. Y'all get it.
And
in.
we don't even know each other. This
Not
is our
yet.
first encounter.
This is crazy.
That
Yeah.
happens a lot.
Y'all are crazy. But shout out to our listeners on all the platforms, and definitely shout out to the YouTube viewers. Remember to subscribe, rate, comment, let us know what we're doing wrong, what we're doing right, what you like, what you want us to improve on, and all of that. So let's get straight into it. Thank you, Amanda, for coming.
Oh, thank you for having me. Y'all are lit.
I remember I told you should have been on here a while ago.
You did say that.
You know what I'm saying? Because you've been doing a lot out here lately. I met you the last time at the Hard Rock Cafe.
That's right.
Over at the what was it? What did we do? What was that?
Speakeasy.
The Speakeasy. Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out Reggie, Reg.
Yeah, the whole crew over there.
617 Reggie.
Was that the Roman crew?
The
what
Roman Entertainment.
Yeah. So shout out to them, man. That was great, and that was the first time I actually saw you live doing what you do.
Yeah, actually, it was the first time.
You kind of blew me away when you stepped away from the mic. I was like, oh shit, what's going on here?
Thank you. I appreciate
You know, that was a lot. So I wanted to ask you before we get into everything about yourself, like,
Yeah.
when did you decide you was gonna walk away from the mic?
As soon as I got there.
So you didn't come prepared, nothing.
No, I'm like trash when it comes to like rehearsing. So like I never do it. And I know like it's essential to the craft, but I don't. And I think it's because I don't want anything to feel like routine or like practiced.
Okay.
No shade to anybody that does, because I think it is essential, like vocal range and all that, and like just stage presence and like what you're going to talk about. But I normally don't have an issue talking. So I usually just go in there. I try to feel out the audience and the crowd first and see what the environment is like. And then I'm like, okay, can they withstand me walking away from the mic? Are they going to be able to hear me still? And actually I got critiqued that night on the spot after it was done. And a woman had approached me and she said, you know, if you're going to do something like that, you should invest in like your own traveling headset. Because sometimes your words were muffled, and I wanted to feel every single word. So I was like,
It's for real? That's what they said to you?
That's exactly what she said. Shout out
That's
to
dope.
her. I wish I knew her name off the top of my head, but
That's
I don't.
dope.
Unfortunately, we had just met that night. I'm trash with names sometimes.
Same here.
But she
feel
was
you.
just amazing. She was an older woman too, and I just was like, wow. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I guess I gotta get a grant or get a GoFundMe or Indiegogo, what people do these days, and be like, yo, give me a mic. Because I know they're expensive, yo.
Damn right. How was everybody's Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. No, ladies first. Ladies first.
You probably shouldn't have started with me. I don't celebrate holidays.
Oh, why?
Most people do not know that about me.
Why?
Tell me why. 'Cause I
Not
was on that same wave.
not because I'm a Jehovah's Witness, because that's been.
Wait, time out. You're a Jehovah's Witness?
I'm not, but most people think because I say that automatically that makes me a Jehovah's Witness. No shade to religion, but that's what they think, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. But I just don't. For me, just to be blatantly honest, since we're being real here,
Uh-oh.
please
Always.
don't drag me. Please don't drag me. But I just don't think it's cool to like celebrate a genocide, bro. Like that's what happened.
See,
A
now when I was
genocide
saying that,
occurred.
everybody was laughing. But I've been saying that.
No, it's called National Mourning Day for a reason. We're mourning
Exactly.
the Native Americans. Like
Exactly.
we all know Christopher Columbus didn't discover nothing. We
was
also
raping
know
people.
He ain't do nothing.
that colonism is very still alive and very well today. And I think it is a good time for people to have the day off universally and get together with their peoples and like share that day, because I know a lot of people don't usually do that on a regular basis. So like for that I applaud it, but yeah, celebrating it, not so much. Christmas either, Easter, none of that.
So you're going to protest Thanksgiving?
I'm not protesting that, and my kids can't stand me because they were like, what just happened? Like 2 years ago you were good and now you're not. And I'm just trying to teach them, like, you know, you don't have to conform to like what
Everything.
society
Yeah,
says.
you don't have to do everything. Yeah.
You don't.
I respect
Definitely
it.
not.
So that
Thank
means
you.
you don't celebrate Valentine's Day either.
I don't do none of those things.
Oh, man.
I do celebrate birthdays though. Birthdays are important.
Let me ask you a question. Are you
Yes.
single?
I am single.
Then you must be the easiest woman to be with
She's
ever.
living.
Ever.
Wow. I
Yeah.
think that's the first time I announced that I'm single. I'm newly single, so yeah.
But
Newly
about-
single, like 2 months, a month.
Wow, that was point on point. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Damn,
Nice.
can't. All right, show. All
I
right,
mean, I
show.
can pick up cues. I
It's
pick
the-
up cues.
It's the
you know what I'm
hat.
saying?
It's the hat.
Pick up
I
cues.
respect it. So that means like it's easy to be with you because you don't have to celebrate Valentine's Day.
I don't know
Christmas.
if it's easy. You can ask my ex.
That's
if I'm
just- that's just the
easy. I don't think
gift-giving
I'm
part.
Hey,
easy.
yo, and that's part of a relationship.
Nah, not really.
I also
just
think
make
you
it
should
that.
give gifts throughout the year, bro.
Exactly.
Like I don't
Yeah.
understand why there's got to be a designated
Just 'cause.
holiday.
I've said that.
Just
though.
'cause.
You know, like
That's-
just give me flowers just cause. Give me chocolates just cause.
Yeah.
Give me a hug and
Let me
like
ask you
teddy
this.
bears just cause.
do women like flowers still?
I love flowers.
What kind?
But you're from the different.
I like roses and carnations and lilies, lilacs.
Yeah, you're such a mom.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because moms like carnations and whatnot. Like growing up, I would always bring my mother carnations, and
Carnations are cheap though.
you're such a mom.
So that's another
Moms
thing.
are frugal.
Done.
Name me a mom that
I like
isn't frugal.
roses too, but like white roses with the long green.
So you don't
stem.
like red roses?
I do.
Because red roses symbolize love.
That's what they say, but
I mean, that's what the clear people say.
I mean,
The clear
who's
people.
clear?
We're going to get into that
We
later.
gonna get into all. We gonna get into all of
Are
that
we
later.
violating?
How was
No,
your
we keeping it real.
How was your Thanksgiving, Sam?
My Thanksgiving was amazing. I got to spend it with my family. Trish was there. Trish, I was able to get Trish out the house. I was afraid that, I didn't want her home alone.
Are y'all a couple?
No, me and Trish. No, she's like my podcast wife.
Oh, that's cute. Is that what we're calling it now?
That's what they calling it.
It's podcast wife.
That's what they calling it.
I think it's real life wife. She got the camera over here. Shout out her taking pictures
She's the
behind the
homie. She's the
scenes.
homie, man. She holds it down for us. She holds it down for us.
How was your show?
family? The entire day. Oh, we balled.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had the
yeah.
basketball game.
I'm kinda
Shout out to
upset.
my niggas. You know what I'm saying?
not gonna lie.
A-Wash, what up, boy?
I'm kind of upset that I didn't get the ball because I had to work the night before. But if I had woke up on time, I would have showed up and everything.
Bro, you seen all them niggas out there? Y'all niggas need to hit the gym, fam. All them niggas is fat. I was happy to be out there. Like, word, I can outrun all of these
I ain't gonna
niggas
lie.
right now.
I seen you out there running around, flying on the floor. I'm like, look at Show. He's having fun.
I'm having a good ass time, bro. Good ass
Me and
time,
Trisha
man.
laughing at y'all flying everywhere.
Everywhere, bro.
I'm like,
Mad
yo, Trish,
excited.
if I was here on time, I wouldn't be doing all this. I'd be jaying niggas though, but I wouldn't be running and diving on
Yo,
the
that
floors.
floor was trash, bro. It was mad slippery.
That floor looked clean as shit.
Nah, it was
that
slippery.
was the
There
cleanest
was-
I ever seen.
It
Vine
was
Street.
no grip at all.
Really?
No grip. No
Did
grip.
you wear the right sneakers though?
Yeah. But it had drywall dust on it for me working.
So you ain't wear the right sneakers then.
It's
Because
whatever.
real ball players, we walk around with our sneakers in a sneaker bag. They don't touch the outside
Oh,
floor.
nah,
none
I
of
don't
that
care about
shit.
sneakers. I don't care about my kicks like
Oh,
that. It's not that serious. It's
Real
just-
ballers, like growing up.
Thanks. I don't care. I'm a working man. I don't care.
We were so corny. We used to use the Crown Royale bags. Put each sneaker in one of those bags. You get the big bottle. Yep. You put your sneakers in that, and you tie it and wear it around your neck. But then Nike came out with the actual bags in like 08, 09 or some shit.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah, nah. Thanksgiving was dope when my wife's family came over. You know, she
Oh, was
cooked
at your
that.
house?
Yeah, it was at my house.
Okay.
This year it
Wait,
was at my
wife,
house.
you married?
Yeah, I'm married.
For real, for real?
For real, for real.
Oh, shit. I didn't even know that.
I don't
Okay.
hide. I don't
His
hide
ring is
nothing.
too dark. It blends in
It
with his
blends in.
fingers.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I didn't say that.
Yeah, it
I
doesn't
did
matter.
not say
It's- That's
that.
regular. That's regular. That's
She was
not-
That's
thinking
lit.
it. She was thinking it.
Yeah, congratulations.
That's cool.
How long is it? Wait, don't do that.
Downplays it like, that's cool.
Don't do that.
She's
How long
just
you been
there.
married?
You
That's
know,
cool. What?
How long you been married?
I want to say
he wants to say.
3 to 4 years now.
Wow, congratulations. I love black love. She black, right?
Nah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I wish I had that recorded on the camera.
We can definitely use this clip though.
Okay.
Nah, she's not. She's white.
That's
Love-
okay.
love is love.
Interracial love is beautiful too.
Love is
I
love.
don't like that too. Don't say that too.
She doesn't know how to
love.
clean it up. She's like,
I don't. I'm trying.
She's gonna play with her
Nah,
knee
that's
like,
cool. It's
I'm
cool. Everybody-
done.
Nah, that's cool. It's cool. Everybody always assumes it's all right. It's cool. I understand.
I mean,
It's not a big
I
deal.
don't know.
But yeah, nah, they came over. She made everything, cooked everything.
I was trying to look
I feel
past
like
her.
we can't have this conversation.
I'm trying to
anymore.
get
I
you
was
out
trying
of
to
it.
look past her.
I'm trying to get you out of it. I'm trying to
I
get
was
you out
right
of it.
there, so I didn't
I'm
look
trying to
disturbed.
get you out of it. But no, it was a dope time. Her family came through. She made all the food. Shout out to her all day long. You know what I'm saying? The collard greens, the
Whoa. She made collard greens?
Yeah, that's what I
Yo,
eat.
Crystal's amazing.
Yeah, she's legit.
She's very
bro.
talented.
Yeah, multitasking, baby. She's all about that. She's
So
about it.
you know how to make collard greens?
Nah, that's all her.
Collard greens are bomb.
Yeah, I love her.
Collard greens
shows.
are life.
You don't know how to make
Without
collard
the
greens?
pork.
Oh no, she uses the smoked turkey next. The smoked turkey.
No, I can't do that.
You don't do it.
I don't eat meat, bro.
Oh, that's right. That's right. All right.
Wait,
I'm a
when did you stop?
pescatarian.
When did you start being a pescatarian?
A year ago.
So your kids is just like, damn.
Yo,
mommy's
they
just
mad as
changed.
fuck.
I know, right?
They tight.
Well, okay, so here's the deal. They don't have to eat pescatarian. Only me. So I'm not like, okay, so I don't celebrate holidays. They go with their dads, which is great. But I don't also make them change their
Habits.
their habits. Because I'm just like, yo, like, you got to have a choice, right? Like, how do you go all this time with meat and then you have to like just give it up just because mom says so? So I tell them the reasons why. I educate them. They actually been eating less meat, ironically.
Well,
Which
because
is
they're
dope.
seeing you.
Yeah, and they like fish and stuff. And
Yeah, fish is cool.
You
What
know,
kind of fish though?
salmon.
Salmon is fantastic.
Salmon is amazing. I don't do tilapia because that's not real.
Yeah.
Haddock. I do still like shrimp a lot.
Love shrimp.
I love clams
love them sea
still a
roaches.
lot. I do. I like all that stuff. So like we'll
Love
do some
them sea
scallops and
roaches.
some grits. You know.
Whoa, scallops with grits?
Yeah, it's
Grits,
bomb.
bro.
You are
Wait.
different.
Wait.
I am different.
Wait. You eat grits too?
Hell yeah, with
Grits
some
are
sugar.
life.
Oh no.
I love grits with sugar. Yeah.
Y'all are black.
Sugar-
black.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't. When people put
Y'all are
cheese,
black,
cheese
black.
is cool, but when they
Not
put
on my
cheese
grits.
or they put salt, I'm
Not on my
like,
grits.
I'm judging you a
Butter
little
and
bit.
sugar.
I'm
Yes,
judging y'all.
butter and sugar
I'm
is
judging
bomb.
y'all eating manna.
What? What
What?
you mean?
That's just white. It's just
How's that
Ugh,
white?
It's just grits.
White people eat their grits with nothing in
That's
it.
just
That tastes
trash.
like cardboard.
That's
Bro.
actually not true.
You can't. Grate
I've been
grits at
around
all.
enough white people that I've seen them never put nothing in there. Maybe salt,
Disgusting. That's
maybe a little bit of
nasty.
pepper.
Well, my
but
family is Portuguese, so maybe that's the difference.
Mine
But
too.
yeah, they used
Yeah,
to.
nah.
they used to
Y'all
put
ain't
some
giving me
stuff in it.
nothing. Don't pass me grits. I'll feel
You wouldn't eat
disrespected.
grits?
Hell no, I've never eaten.
That's how I know
Grits
you didn't
are
grow up.
bomb.
You didn't grow up rough.
No, I just
Grits
didn't grow
is
up black.
amazing.
I didn't grow up African American.
Okay, I'll give you that.
There you go.
I'll give you that.
Shout out to Haley House though. They have like some of the best.
Their jerk
grits.
chicken is fantastic.
Okay, so
Where's
I don't
Haley's
eat
house?
chicken, but Haley House is bomb.
And Dudley.
And their collard greens are
I'll go
life.
there.
Yes, the collard greens are
Collard greens are
fantastic.
so life. If
Yeah,
you've
it
never
is.
had Haley House
Where
collard
Dudley's
greens, right across the street from shout out Black Market in Dudley. Right,
Is that the
right
place
across
next
the street.
to?
The new spot
Bank?
over there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't been over there.
Go
I haven't been
across
over
the
there
street.
either.
What is wrong with
Can't
you?
go to
nice.
Dudley.
So I wanted to try an icebreaker game. Y'all interested?
Yeah,
Wait.
an
It's called-
icebreaker game.
Time out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll let Show do it.
You want to let me rock?
As long as Trish got to get on it too.
Nah, it's just us, bro. Relax, man. You do.
Oh,
It's not that serious.
I hate that
She's in the
Trish.
back like,
I hate that
no,
Trish
I'm
like
not
mouths
here.
everything instead of just talking. Like we don't like all that on the mic. I like all that.
And
but
that's on
It
him.
makes me look like I'm talking to somebody.
Nah, it's called. It's actually called. Would you
Okay.
rather?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No worry. It's all off the app. So
Okay.
it's not like I made it up myself.
All right,
I was-
cool.
So, first question.
Ladies first.
Would you rather constantly stumble when walking or constantly stutter when speaking?
Constantly stumble while walking.
You saying?
Give me the stutter. Everybody gotta feel bad for me.
What?
Yeah.
I'm clowning. I'm gonna laugh underneath my breath if you stutter.
I would like to stutter because you wanna know why? The women are gonna be like, don't make fun of him. Don't do that. And you're gonna be the asshole.
When you were like in high school.
No. What? Even now. What you mean? Women feel bad for any man.
No, that's not true.
You don't feel bad for no man?
Nope.
So if I came in here stuttering, you would laugh at me?
I wouldn't laugh.
So what would you do?
I'd just be like, is that like
See, look at you, what to say.
hereditary? Like maybe
Is that
your
for real?
daddy,
Yeah,
maybe your
somebody-
daddy stutter.
exactly.
You never know.
Damn,
Some
would that
people
be
take
what
up
it
the dialect, of their parents.
Guess how many people answered stuttering? Actually, he's on to something.
I'll take the stutter.
65% said.
Damn,
they would definitely-
65%?
Yeah,
Yeah.
said they
They're
would
not
stutter.
spoken word artists or
Nah,
rappers.
they're not at
That's
all.
what it
Well,
was.
if I
Not
stutter,
at
I
all.
damn sure would not do no spoken word. Yeah, that'll be the longest spoken word of the night.
All right, next question. Would you rather have perfect health for the rest of your life or be able to see any event in your future?
Oh, perfect health.
Hell no. Give me that event. I know when hit the lottery. Fuck that.
No, see, because peep game. This is the way I'm thinking of it. Right, I have perfect health, so I'll have more money to go to more events.
But with perfect health, you can still die by a car accident. You're going to be the healthiest dead victim in a car.
But he didn't say all that.
But he asked you, would you rather be
So
healthy
what's
for the
a-
rest of your
so
life
what's the
or be able
event?
to see any event?
What event you trying to see?
It doesn't matter. Just any event.
I'm hitting the
What are you
lottery.
choosing? What are
That
you
$1 billion
choosing?
that just got sold
That's
on?
not an event.
Why not? The lottery is an event?
No,
Why not?
an event is like something that you have to like go to and
Yeah,
like,
Sammy,
really
yeah.
have like an audience.
Yeah, you're on your own. 64% said they would definitely choose their health.
See what I'm saying?
the health.
You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers try to be healthy and eat bad every day.
It's a game, bro. Relax.
Listen, negative Nancy. What we're
real.
not gonna do.
Slow down.
Negative Sammy.
Relax.
My name goes with it. Sammy. You can
All
go
right,
Sammy.
last question. Would you rather save your mom or save yourself?
Oh shit! What kind of questions?
Nah,
are
we're going to
these?
need 4 questions, fam. I don't like the way we ended on 3. I don't like this third question.
All right, well, you got to pick, bro.
I got to save my mom or save myself?
Yeah, would you rather save your mom?
From what?
Yeah,
from
what-
like a
yeah, what
from
is
like
it?
a man?
It's just a question, bro.
From a
I'm
car
saving
crash?
myself. My mother want me to live my life.
Oh, I don't know. I would say I gotta save my mama, man. I gotta save my mama.
But you got kids.
I know, but I gotta save my mama. My
Nah,
mama got my kids.
Save myself.
Nah, I'm not saving myself.
Save myself.
I love you, mom.
My mom would definitely want me to save myself. She's going to be like, live your life.
I'm definitely
Now, if
saving
she
myself.
says that, then that's different. But
I don't care what she's saying. I'm saving myself.
y'all
Bitch,
are,
you better be
y'all
moving.
are selfish.
That's not selfish.
Y'all are super selfish.
How is that
How?
selfish?
Your
mom-
mama brought you in this world. She could
And-
take you out.
And she
That's
can't
nice.
at that
And
moment.
in that moment, she could, because you know what I'm saying. It's her or you.
I'm not even giving it the time to
Yeah.
even think. I'm out.
Save myself. My
Yeah,
mother
I'm
want me
out.
to save myself.
I'm out.
Y'all ain't mama
And you
boys.
want me to tell you
No,
why?
definitely not.
Because if your son had to save you or save himself, would he save himself or save you?
I'm pretty sure my sons would save me.
You know what,
You
though?
want them to save you.
I
Sam,
know they would.
No, hold on.
They love
Hold
me.
on off the.
I'm not.
Would you want them to save you?
Probably not. No.
All right. So then why wouldn't my mother want me to save myself?
It's like I said, if she says it, then I'll be like, all right, ma, I gotta let you go. But why are we talking about this? I don't want to talk about my mama going nowhere. I love my mama.
word.
We talk
Well,
about Thanksgiving.
Guess what?
and then we talk about
you were
mamas.
right. You were right. 78% said they would save their mom.
See
All
what
y'all
I'm
motherfuckers are
saying?
selfish.
We trash.
Y'all
We're gonna end on the
selfish.
last one before we move on.
It better be a good one, fam.
Yeah. Would you rather? It ain't me. It's the computer doing this shit. This is all automated. It ain't me. You know what I'm saying? Would you rather have the best house in a bad neighborhood or have the worst house in a good neighborhood?
Best house in a bad neighborhood.
Worst house in a good neighborhood. Because that's still better than the best house in the hood.
Nah, because everybody's gonna know, yo, that's Sam's house. Chill, that nigga's mad cool.
Wait,
Nah.
worst house
That's how it went in
good
my neighborhood.
What?
Or the best house in a bad neighborhood?
Yeah, best house in a bad neighborhood or the worst house
Why?
in a
So
good
people can drive
neighborhood?
by your house like, yeah, you know, my boy lives here. Oh yeah, that nigga show lived there. That shit trash though. But all
I
these
would
other houses are
say a worse house in a good neighborhood because I could always fix my house.
Nah.
I may or may not be able to
good. But
fix
if you
my
have the
neighborhood.
worst house, that's why it's the worst because you can't fix it.
For that good neighborhood. Imagine a worst house in a good neighborhood in a bad neighborhood. You're the best house in that neighborhood. I'm still think I'm living better than you in the worst if you live in a bad neighborhood.
Well, what makes your house better than mine?
It's the worst one in a good neighborhood.
But what it makes it the worst?
It's just a question. It's just a vague question. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
I want the worst house in a good
I'm
neighborhood.
taking the best house.
In a bad neighborhood, I can see myself as a target
Because what's a bad neighborhood? Why would you think of yourself as a target though?
because I have
You
the
think
best
you're a
house.
Vic?
Most people think they would get robbed.
Yeah, I'm a mark.
Not me.
I'm looking like a mark out here. I'm
Not
too
me.
bright. Shining too bright. I don't
No.
like
That's what you need.
Oh,
You got
subtleties,
ADT
baby.
for though.
Subtleties.
ADT will
ADT?
protect-
You got ADT? Who uses that shit? I feel like people just stick that shit
people
in
in
their lawn.
good
I feel
people
like,
in good neighborhoods.
I feel
use
like
that.
people stick that on their lawn and don't even have the shit.
That's probably true.
Because I know plenty of people who got AAA stickers but don't got AAA.
I am definitely one of those people.
you have AAA?
I have the sticker.
But she ain't
I
got
have a
AAA.
card, but I don't know if it's active. I am
I
not
feel
an
you, though.
active member.
No, I feel you. I haven't had AAA in like 2 years. I used to have that shit.
You don't need
mean-
AAA until you need it.
Yeah. That's when
Right.
you be like, damn.
That's, yeah, and then
That's
they
what-
get me with the,
Yep.
well, it's $100 gold member. And I'm like, wait, but I just paid $50 last
Facts.
year.
Facts.
Oh, well, you're in an emergency situation, so you get paid.
So tell us what you've been up to.
Double.
Tell us what you've been up to, Amanda.
What have I been up to? Oh, so I definitely want to shout out DJ Shells and Self-Made Designs because I just hosted a lit event called Liquid Dreams last Saturday at the Self-Made Designs Gym for Artists in Quincy. That was friggin' dope. So there was like 20 artists on the bill, another 8 people who signed up for the open mic. That shit was just dope. There was art everywhere, graffiti everywhere, pictures everywhere, artists, talent, food. Shout out Lord Hobo.
Wait,
It's a beater, bro.
but
a
it's still
beater.
funny.
I mean,
Lord Hobo?
yeah, Lord Hobo.
That's still funny.
Which one is that one? Which one is that one?
It's the black can with like the gold writing. They have
Okay.
like boom sauce.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
All right, so
yeah.
I don't work for them, so I ain't gonna do all that.
You like beer though?
Spirit beverages. Yeah, I like anything.
They, have it
Well,
they had it in the tub still?
they did not have it in the tub, but you know what I'm talking
Yeah, I
about.
know what you're
See
talking
what I'm
about. Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
shout out them, gang gang.
That space is dope.
Space is amazing. Definitely raised some funds. That was Shell's first ever art show ever, and to me, it was definitely a success for sure. They definitely got very, very close to the goal. I think it was like $5,000. They got really, really close. And the Indiegogo is still going on right now, so it's not too late to donate. So I did that, and that was so dope. And then I went to what else have I been up to? You burning me over here?
My bad.
You burning my
bad,
jeans
my
over
bad.
here? What?
Fucking up.
It's because
My
you
bad.
talk about his wife.
Nah.
Relax.
I ain't saying nothing
Relax.
bad. I ain't saying nothing
Relax.
bad. Show's wife, nothing but love and respect for you, honey.
She's gonna pop up from behind the couch.
Nah, don't do that. Don't come for me.
Right, grew
I
out.
got some grits for you.
I got a show coming up that I'm hosting on the 30th.
Yeah.
Where at?
It is at Makeshift Boston, and it is with Anais and Ava Sophia, and it's going to be super dope. I don't remember the name of the event right now. It's community it's something. I will
Where's your
get
phone at?
it in my handy dandy hand. But I was like, I don't really want to like sit here and go and make you guys go through all that. while
Nah,
I'm
do your
bantering.
thing. Hey, we like all of this natural shit. Do your thing.
But it's going to be super dope. It's on the 30th. It's free to the public, so come through. And it's called Community Over Consumption. There it is. And it's an open mic potluck. So I'm hosting that. There's no cover. Y'all can like come through to Makeshift Boston. And then I got a big ass show coming up with Oompa and Jelani Sai and Honeycut at the Great Scott, put on by Alston Pudding. And that's going to be lit because this is my first time ever like headlining like a show ever.
Is it a poetry slam or
It's like
just...
poetry and live music.
Oh,
So
nice.
like
So there's gonna be a lot of ganja in the room.
So like, no. I don't. Not at the Great Scott. You can't be doing all that. That's in Austin, Brighton area. So we're not.
That's
doing,
definitely not happening in Austin.
We're definitely not doing that.
Brighton, they don't let you smoke?
Nah.
No. There's
That's
no
not going
marijuana
down.
going
None.
on in there.
Really?
None.
No.
And
Just
all.
drink. You can get a drink though.
Yeah.
So that's really lit. I'm really excited for that. Like I said, it's my first time ever like headlining on a show or co-headlining on a show. Shout out to Christine who put this together and gave me that like super good look with Austin Pudding. It's going to be amazing. I'm really kind of nervous, to be real, because like all of the artists are super dope, and like Oompa is like one of my really close friends. So like anything that Oompa's on, I'm just like, what?
Super excited to just team up and work together, right?
Hell yeah.
That's what's up.
And I also host the Vibes and Offerings. That's like my residency hosting gig. So I'm actually going to disappear for a few months, and we'll talk about why I'm doing that later on. But that's where you're going to be able to catch me as far as like hosting every other week. So we do 2 Mondays a month at Vibes and Offerings at the Mad Music Mill in Dorchester. Shout out Bakari JB. Shout out to Woo Factor and the Mad Music Mill for putting that together. It's a dope event. $8 entry. They always have like some dope vendors there, and they always team up like a vocalist and a rapper. So it's really, really interesting. So there's 2 features a night, but we have an open mic. It's a live band. If you are a musician out there, please pull up. We have drums, we have bass, we have keys, we have an actual piano. Like we have every instrument. Somebody off the street, if you don't happen to have your guitar, which you can come up on stage and just jam out with us. So it's like a really dope jam session / open mic night.
That's dope.
I hope to see y'all there. It's actually this Monday on the 26th.
Monday night's definitely
I won't
not.
be there.
Definitely not.
See y'all at Wax Sauce.
Nah, hold on.
I'm a working man.
Yeah, we work.
So
Listen,
I work.
we all work.
Nah,
What's
but
that
we work
mean?
like round the clock.
Facts.
So what's that mean?
Like to like 11 p.m. at night every day.
And-
Me and boss ain't gonna let me off.
Yeah.
And
So wait, what time is it at?
it's at 8 p.m.
8 p.m. So you expect me to get off of work
Yep.
and come to your show?
That's what I do.
Yeah, but you don't. What time you have to get up in the morning?
What you mean? I got 2 kids. I gotta get to school. I gotta get up at 5 o'clock in the morning every morning.
Oh well,
I live in Brockton, and they go to school in Boston.
Oh, you wildin'.
This is what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
like,
but our jobs are different. That's what I'm saying.
you know what? I'm done.
Our jobs are different. Physical
Yeah.
labor. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
Physical
I'm
labor.
done.
I'm not saying that niggas can't come through from time to time, but to make it a regular
Make it on
thing.
the weekend for me.
So
Yeah.
I'm off this podcast because they can't come to that. I'm the podcast.
No,
is
but we
on.
support you. We support you. We there for you though. You know what
Word,
I'm
just
saying?
post up. Okay, so if you can't physically be there, just like
We'll post
up
it.
a flyer.
Of course, send it to
See,
us.
and that's all I ask is
Send
like
it.
that's a way of people supporting each
We
other.
have
if you
no
can't
problem
physically
doing
be
that at
there,
all.
just
No
post
problem.
it up, share it,
No problem.
tag it,
I ain't never been a problem.
do all of that.
That's cool.
Word.
People should be doing that anyways. Your friends should be doing that anyways.
So you should be
Facts.
doing that too.
I
You know what I'm
do.
Word.
I share
You know what you
everything.
guys also should be doing?
What's up?
Is anybody who is into music, you should be streaming their music. Even if you're going to sleep, just stream it all night while you're sleeping. Just like let that stuff play so that these
Wow.
people can, get their money.
I mean, you only gotta play the first what? How many minutes do you have to play for it to actually count
What you mean?
to stream something? Because you used to be able to just play 30 seconds and it counts as a stream, but they don't do that anymore.
I would say just put it on, press play, and just go to sleep. I mean, obviously listen to it first, but like just to get their stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Just
So wait, as long as it's been streamed
yeah, play it.
all day long,
Yeah,
She's basically saying
On a
leave
loop.
it on yeah.
leave it
on
on
a
repeat.
loop, leave it on repeat. Help
right.
your peoples out.
Wow. I mean, what? So like, I just put it on SoundCloud, or I might talk about YouTube. Anywhere?
Anything, especially like if they're on Spotify. Artists out there, Spotify.
I thought it was by
Tidal.
plays, not
You know
by.
what I'm saying? Do all that. Listen,
Stream
just
is a play, though.
Stream is a play.
Stream is a
Yes.
play.
Okay.
You need to make what is it? 1 million streams to make $1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You didn't know that?
I don't pay attention to those kind of numbers. That's
Yeah,
not
you
my
need,
game.
You
That's
need to
not
make
what I'm
a
into.
million
He said
streams
that's
to
not my
make
game.
$1,000 because if you get one stream, it's like not even a cent.
Damn,
Yeah.
they getting gypped.
Yeah,
Heavy,
crazy.
bro.
Yeah, you got to learn that shit. I tell people all the time. That's why
Yeah.
if you're not a big artist, streams don't fucking matter. You can get 10 million streams and all you did was
I
$10,000.
mean, everything matters.
Yeah, support matters big time.
Not if you're a big time artist though. I'm saying like if you were a big time artist, right?
Like Drake.
No, not even. Say T.I.
Yep.
T.I. back in the day was on top, probably top 5.
Definitely.
Now, his album sold like 50,000. That's not good
Okay.
for his stature. For somebody of his stature, 50,000 albums or records is not good.
But there's like a multitude of things that you can like attribute that to, right? So like we could say marketing could be the thing. We could say, I don't know, is T.I. on a label?
Age gap.
He is signed to a label, a partnership.
I normally accredit people like that to like poor marketing. Like I didn't hear about T.I.'s album until like when it dropped, which is really not a good look. So I'm not surprised to hear that those numbers are kind of low.
But he's a big artist.
It doesn't matter. You still have to put the money into marketing. Drake is different.
But that's what I'm saying. They're both still big time artists.
I wouldn't put T.I. on a level of Drake right now.
Why not? Well, you can't.
No, definitely not the same level.
Not
no.
musically.
Cole can drop an album and do well.
He's a rap. Yeah,
you know, Drake can do that too. But like a Wale, a T.I., no shade to them because those are like two of my favorite artists.
How are you gonna say no shade but name
For
those
real.
two?
I'm just saying.
She went for Wale.
Yeah, don't do that.
I'm just saying.
He gonna hear this.
I love Wale. I love you.
That's rough.
Like I love you.
You don't like light-skinned people.
No. He is so slept on. T.I.'s light skin. Get out of here.
No, I'm saying Wale don't like light skinned people talking bad.
No, that's not true. Wale
true.
knows I got love.
That's why he didn't get a song with J. Cole until just now.
I'm just saying, Kanye, Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick.
They can drop
different levels.
Yeah.
But T.I., like I said,
who's your top 3 artists right now?
Even
no.
Doesn't
have to be a rapper, just artists.
That's
in
a
Boston,
hard question.
Actually.
In Boston,
I don't care about the general shit.
I got way too many talented people.
Don't run from it. Don't run from it. Don't run from it. You don't have to. They don't have to be in order. Just name the top 3 off the top. Off top.
I got my 3.
Fuck it. All right, cool. I love all y'all. Y'all know y'all is shit, right?
But
the first 3 people that come to mind is Red Shades. Do y'all know who Red Shades is?
Nope, never heard of that.
What? Okay, Red Shades.
We'll check them out though. They're all Boston artists?
Brandy Blaze. Yes, Brandy Blaze is a Boston artist.
Okay. Genre of music?
They're rappers.
Okay.
Damn, I said Brandy. I said Red Shades. Third spot for artists that I'm... damn, this is really hard.
It's not looking good for you.
It's not looking good for me. I don't know because like there's so many singers. Like okay, so can we do by genres?
I just said favorite Boston artist.
I just said artists.
That's it.
We made it easy for you.
You chose rappers.
I did.
Yeah, that's all you. Don't
Yo, Giovanni, I love you. Kasia, I love you.
You fucked up.
Cliff Notes, I love you. Oompa, you know I love you.
You said 3. You just named me off rhymes.
Yeah, now you're trying to
get away.
Anson raps.
That's not good.
Yo, how was Anson?
Anson's doing great.
Because I seen him last time. His piece was pretty dope too.
Yeah.
Y'all are very like eclectic people.
Thank you.
You know, like the mind. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on here? My
Appreciate
man was clapping. Like, what the fuck was he clapping?
Movement. So either you fuck with the movement or you keep it moving.
I got that when he was hitting the wooden things together. What the fuck was that?
Yo, Anson is like a beast out here in these streets. Like literally he came up with that like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before he got on stage. Legit. And actually, funny story about that is like low key, those are the bottoms of my couch.
Are you serious?
So where?
And he made it work.
And he made it an instrument.
Yo, shit was crazy, bro. I didn't know what was going on.
Dude, this dude took a drumstick one time and banged it on a chair, and I was like, I think that's gonna break, but he made it work. Like I was just like, yo,
shit's wild, bro.
He's dope.
And he walked around the room too, doing the same shit. Like you got the whole acoustic sound of the Hard Rock Cafe while he was doing that shit.
Yeah,
shit was dope. Like it was real vibrant. It was dope.
Yeah,
it was dope.
He's lit.
Yeah, but I wanted to ask you exactly. How did you get started into poetry? Because last time we were talking, you said that you just started doing a spoken word thing about a year or so ago.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I've always wrote, like ever since I was a kid, I've been writing. And actually, low key, it started out with music. Most people don't even know that. So shout outs to my dad, because he was just like a music genius. And I owe every single thing that I know about music to my dad. He had like a plethora of music growing up. So from anything from like Anita Baker to Sade to like Billy Idol, Michael Jackson, the Commodores, all that, right? So one summer I got grounded for, it's actually not funny, but I was smoking like cigarette butts out of the ashtray, like low key. I don't know why I was doing it. The
bottoms of them?
Yeah. Like,
you wild.
Like, like when they poke them out?
Yeah. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done.
So I didn't think so. So I would like smoke them a little bit. And what I didn't realize, I'm like 8. I don't know. I was really an inquisitive kid. So I was like 8. And what was happening was when I was trying to light them, some of the sparks off the top of the cigarette butt would go on the floor. And I had a rug. So I couldn't hide the burns. So my dad came in one day and he was like, what is all this? And I just told him and he was like, okay. He gave me a pack of cigarettes and was like, go stand in the corner. I want you to smoke these. My mother freaked out and was like, no, just put her in the corner. So I only had like 2 cigarettes. It made me so nauseous and I was grounded for the summer.
Well, you should be glad that this happened so long ago because your dad would probably be in jail.
I know.
Facts.
DCYF and DSS is real these days.
It really
Child
is. If
services.
somebody would have found out about that, or your teacher
I would have
found
been caught up,
Yeah.
like for sure. So anyway, so I was grounded for the summer, and what I would do is, Brownstones, If You Love Me, that Tory Lanez did over.
Yeah.
Anyways, which is whatever. I'm not going to say nothing shady about that, but he ruined a classic pretty much is how I feel. Cause that was like one of the main songs I took and I would like rewrite the words. And then I had a radio that like had the 2 dual cassette players. So I would take one and like record and then the other one I would like let play. And then I would like speak into the speaker, like in my best singing voice and like re-sing the lyrics that I wrote to the real beat in the back. Like it was pretty good. And I remember doing that for like 2 years. And then finally I was just like, my brother broke my cassette player, which was a tragic day because I like slammed his fingers in the window just for doing it. And I love you, Michael. And I ended up just like writing everything, every single piece of like my soul into this journal. And I've been doing so ever since. And honestly, like almost 2 years ago, after hosting so many mics at Dudley Cafe and Suya Joint and being down with Hope Inc. and just being in college and doing all these poetry events, I was just like, yo, like, I'm supporting all these people. And like artists would come up to me, especially like poets, and they'd say, I wrote this really cool piece and like I'm really scared to perform it, but I kind of want to perform it. And I would like push them. I'd be like, listen, like share, love the environment. Like no one's gonna make fun of you. Like just go up there and speak your truth. And then I realized like I'm the biggest walking hypocrite because I'm not doing the same thing. I wanted to perform, but I was really, really nervous. And most people don't think I'm nervous because I'm so talkative, but I'm really like vulnerable when it comes to my pieces. So I felt some type of way about doing it. And then one day I was just
Exposure was scaring you?
Yeah, like exposure, like it,
yeah, you're letting your side of yourself go.
And it's scary because like you don't know if people are really rocking with it and like if they really like it, you know what I'm saying? Or they're just being encouraging because it's like your first time. And then I was just like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm going to live my truth and I'm going to speak my truth. And I've been doing so ever since. And the feedback has been really, really great. Unfortunately, right now, sometimes I don't always feel like that. I'd be feeling like, because people know who I am, they won't tell me it's trash or not. And I actually want people to be like, like that piece was good.
Like that lady did? Like that lady did for you?
Yeah, like critique me, please.
Constructive criticism.
Don't tell me I'm trash. Like I probably won't believe you anyway.
I used to say that at the beginning when I first started doing this. Like when I would hear something that I didn't like, I'm like, well, that's trash. And not realizing that they were taking it real literal. Yeah. And I'm just saying, that's not it, fam.
No, that's it. And that's the thing. Like criticism is a beautiful thing, right? Because most people like shy away from doing it with other people, especially their peers who are in the same line of like industry as them. But like I'm telling you, I like applaud all of that. Like please give me, like, if you saw a piece that I was doing and you felt like I was running out of breath or
it was flat
or I needed to like accentuate another word that I was using, please by all means tell me, because I feel like we can't get better without constructive criticism. And if anybody doesn't want that, then I don't know what that's all about. But for me, like, I need that because I thrive off of being, evolving as an artist.
Getting better, yeah. Definitely. That's the only way it's supposed to be. You're not perfect right away.
No.
That's crazy.
Please.
Drake did not become Drake off the rip.
I mean, but Drake is different because I feel like Drake is like, Drake started off as an actor. So it's like, I don't know sometimes if he's like acting as a rapper or he's really a rapper. So
he's not a rapper, he's an artist.
He's definitely an artist.
There you go. See what I'm saying? Like he's a actor. He's a rapper. He's a singer.
As soon as you go into making melodic tones, you're an artist rappers don't make melodic sounds. I've never heard
Styles P
or
definitely. See how we just
Jadakiss.
went to Styles P.
Yeah.
Like that's
I've
a
never
rapper.
heard KRS-One try to make sounds and melodic
But
noises
is
as well.
using your is using like your voice though the same thing? Because like a lot of like Anson put me on to Buju Banton, right?
Yeah.
And like that's reggae and
That's
they
an OG right there.
OG triple OG.
And
Yo,
Buju
shout out
Banton
to
is
Anson
definitely-
Raps for that because like the way like they can go from like like for me like that's still like using your voice as
But
an
he's
instrument.
not making a melodic sound. He's not making oohs and ahs in the backgrounds and raising his tones and changing his octaves.
Okay.
Like Tory Lanez is not a rapper to me. He's an artist.
He's an artist.
Trey Songz, he's not even a singer. He was a rapper first, but learned that he can sing. But
Nah,
like I
that's
said,
real.
He's an artist. I feel like if you try to make any melodic tones, like 50 Cent, he's an artist now.
He's an artist now.
He's not a rapper. As soon as he started making fun of Job, but then made the
He
same
took his
song.
whole shit.
Yeah.
Took his whole shit.
He took his whole shit and just
How to
made it
rob.
better. Yeah.
How to rob in real life.
Oh,
For real.
man.
Straight Jack move, yo.
Shout out to 50.
For real. Get the strap. Get the strap.
I
yo.
wanted to get it on shirts, but then like he just killed it.
He killed
So I was
that
like,
shit,
I
yeah.
can't do it
Get
no
the
more.
strap.
You were on LFOD radio. Was it last week? Was it last week you were on?
I was.
With a couple other females.
That was actually, I think, like 2 weeks ago. We
That's
did
weeks ago,
the
yeah.
women in hip hop panel discussion, and that was so dope. Shout out to Uncle Sam
I've
for
never
that.
met those guys over there, but I listen to them once in a while, and they do a pretty good job over there. So I wanted to know exactly because I didn't listen to that episode. What was the key point?
The key conversation was
Yeah.
basically how women are treated in the industry as being a woman and how hard of a time do we have integrating ourselves into the scene and being respected. And my perspective from that is like, which is I think is shared between all of us, is like we sometimes get looked over as a professional in this profession based on just the mere fact that we are women and we're in hip hop. And, most men do not believe that women are just as knowledgeable as men in this business. And that's really trash sometimes to even think about. And sometimes we encounter like very male misogynistic attitudes, and we were just basically highlighting our own experiences in that. And Uncle Sam is definitely gonna get us on a part 2 of that to really like.
Which one's Uncle Sam?
Uncle Sam is LFOD. He's also a rapper as well.
Is that the black guy?
He is not black.
Is that the white guy?
He is the white man,
The one with the beard, right?
the one with the beard.
Yeah.
Shout out Uncle Sam.
Amanda Shea knew exactly.
I
what
know
you're
that.
talking
I
about.
know that. I was like, I know the one. I never knew their names. You know what I'm saying?
Who are you talking about? Who's the black
The black
one?
guy, the one that he's taller.
Tayshawn Taylor.
Yeah, because he raps too.
A-Tay.
I heard him
Yes, shout out
spit.
Tayshawn.
I heard him spit during their cipher.
Yes.
Yeah, so he
Tayshawn is killing the game
he
out
can
here
spit.
in these
He can
streets.
spit. I was kind of surprised.
He can produce too, low key.
Oh wow.
Well, it's not really low key anymore because he talks about it, but he's
Gotta
really
put him out
he's
there.
really
Gotta put
good.
himself out there.
Yeah, he's really good. They just wrapped up a show last Saturday too. Sometimes you want to like be everywhere. So shout out to Jabs and Move It Like Zay and the whole Funk Phenomena crew out in Everett. They just had an event the same night as Liquid Dreams where they had Soul up there. They had Sapphire hosting. They had Jordan Raps up there. And then they had
Funk Phenomenon. That's a dance group, right?
yeah,
Okay.
out in Everett. And then they also Art Plug was going on that same night. And I think that's the show that I'm naming. Jordan Raps was on and Sapphire was hosting. And that was even dope too. And Milkshaw Benedict was on the lineup as well as Tayshawn. I heard they did amazing. So like, look, there's just too many artists out here in
There's a
Boston.
lot going on.
There's so much
There's a
going
lot
on.
going on.
And if people aren't,
I'm glad to see it. I mean,
familiar.
I can't be everywhere. Me
Catch
and
up.
Sam definitely cannot be everywhere.
no, because you
That's
guys
all.
got regular
You know what I mean?
jobs and physical
Facts.
labor.
Yeah,
I mean-
but check it though.
but listen.
We're paying attention.
Exactly.
That's good.
If you want to
That's
help
it.
us, you can start donating. You know what I mean, to the It's Lit Fund, so we don't have to worry. We can start showing up to all y'all events.
So the Patreon key is right here, and
So
you
yeah,
can
that's exactly what we do.
subscribe.
That's a
and
plug right there.
I
That's a plug
see
right
what y'all
there.
are. I see what y'all are doing.
You know what I mean?
I'm not too stupid out here in these streets. I kind of be knowing.
Kind of be knowing.
Kind of be knowing.
So what you think about the Jonah Lucas and Tory
Tory
Lanez?
Lanez. I'll keep it all the way a buck, but I'll let y'all go because I'm not
Everybody's
biased.
asked me my opinion because I'm also biased as hell. So shout out Joyner Lucas. I was actually on the set of his music
God.
video.
See? I told you.
Already, she's already disclaiming. That jam rocks though. That jam does rock.
So
Go ahead, say your shit.
I'm already kind of biased already, so people already know. But I think it was really good. Honestly, they don't have any beef. All the blogs are trying to get them to like be at each other, but I think they were really doing it for the love of the sport, and I appreciate it. I think Tory Lanez did have a couple of bars in there that were fire. I think he definitely took some shots at Joyner that most people probably wouldn't right now. He said some line about like, oh, you tried to like do 2 tracks with Chris Brown and Pop, and like that still didn't work. And I was like, oh,
that shit was hard.
I mean, but that's real. That's real. I mean, but shout outs to Joyner Lucas because like, he just had a platinum record with Eminem. So it's like, can you really just be like, check me or nah? So for me, I liked it. I thought like the sport of like, you know, the sparring back and forth needs to come back without like the beef. Like I've seen some blogs go crazy and like, oh, if it ain't about if it ain't about beef, I ain't listening. It's like, why does everything have to end in violence? Like, why can't we just rap is supposed to be competitive? Like from back in the day when I was listening to it, like I'm an 80s baby. So that's where I come from. Like, and freestyles were the thing, and like just ciphers and like going at each other and getting on each other about what y'all are wearing and where y'all live and what y'all really doing. Like that's a part of the culture. So for people to take it to the left sometimes is really
because the right is wrong. I want
misfortunate.
The left. I want the left.
But I thought it was good. I thought Tory was good.
So who won to you?
Tory.
I'll let you get off your shit.
Damn, who
so
won?
You gotta get to it.
She already said she's biased. You know what I mean? So she's gonna say Joyner. She's already biased. What song did Joyner do that was better than everything Tory did?
But that I think it's unfair, right? Because didn't Tory have 2 and Joyner had 1?
No. Joyner did like 3 songs.
He dropped the joint. Was it yesterday?
He did.
Oh, see, I didn't see that.
Zeezy. Yeah.
See, I thought that was corny. He shouldn't have did that.
Zeezy.
That beat threw you off.
Kodak Black.
Yeah.
I think I was done after that.
It's the Z shit.
Yeah. No.
You know what got me to say Tory?
The Liddy beat.
He took that shit back.
Yeah, that Liddy again.
That Liddy beat was fire.
Crazy.
And that's what I was trying to tell people online. Because some dude put a post up about the whole battle thing, and everybody was saying join it, but I noticed everybody's from Boston, so I was like, nah, man, keep it a buck. Tory got him on that.
Dog. You took my song. Nah, fuck that. I'm going to take my song back and kill it.
But the thing about it that I didn't like with Joyner, that's how you know Joyner is a good dude, and it shows in his raps.
Oh.
Because Tory was like, nigga, I'm going at your jugular.
Everything.
Like, Joyner was just on some like playful disses, like he wasn't trying to get too serious. Like nobody said to kill nobody.
That son shit was crazy though. When he was sunning Tory. He was sunning.
The problem with Joyner
is, oh my God, he was sunning.
The problem with Joyner, in my opinion, is his greatest talent is his weakness. That he's super duper lyrical. We don't need super duper lyrical on Liddy or on ZZ. Like if he would just rapped, talked his shit.
Just talk that talk, boy.
Talk your shit.
That's it.
Boom, that's it.
That's all Tory did.
He could have called him Millie Vanilli and all that shit because Tory uses like 10 different voices. Nobody knows what Tory's real voice sounds like.
Facts.
No, I don't know what his real voice sounds like. And if Joyner would have played off of that,
even the live, I was like, he sounds like this all the time, nigga.
Exactly.
Like Jesus, boy.
And that's the thing. But Joyner was trying to get too, like, he was trying to do thinker shit. Like he's talking to like him as a younger and follow my steps. You could have been a dancer. I'm like, all right, you lost because you had the potential. But that's the thing. Like when you give a person like Joyner who's super lyrical, he doesn't know how to do battles. He knows how to be super duper lyrical. His content.
He went at him. He had a lot of good shots. Tory just to me, he delivered. Like his deliveries were just way better.
Tory didn't do anything different. He rapped in Joyner's voice.
Yeah, he just killed it. It was
hard as hell too.
Like he came down, like he said, he came down to his level.
That's what I'm saying.
That shit was
everybody
crazy.
expected Tory to lose, but people don't realize Tory's good at making songs. Period. So he knows how to structure everything better. Joyner was just trying to be too fucking lyrical. Like
you know what got me? Because the first song was from Tory, and it was a minute and 50 seconds. Right?
Good.
It wasn't. It was nothing.
That's why I said Joyner got the first.
I was like, oh, all right, whatever. And then Joyner came back with like a 3-minute song.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, Joyner ain't playing.
But 3 minutes of being super lyrical.
That's why it was better. I did. I liked it.
The Liddy beat?
No, first one.
Which one?
The first? Yeah, the Liddy one when he killed it because he killed it.
He didn't kill it.
Nah. He killed it until
didn't
you
kill
heard
Liddy.
Liddy again.
Yeah, by Tory.
Yeah, that's when you go, oh nah.
Yeah. Like I
That's
was telling
why.
people that too.
But-
Like the first song that Tory did was trash. I gave that to Tory.
Yeah, definite.
But then after that,
Yeah, Tory just took
Tory
that
showed his ass
all the way.
You know what I mean? So
All the way.
I just pray for Joyner now.
Nah, he's good.
Nah, I gotta pray for Joyner
Why?
because that could hurt your career. He shouldn't even took that battle up. He should not have done that
Why not?
because it did nothing for him.
I
Please,
disagree.
please speak on it.
It does nothing for Joyner. Joyner just got a platinum plaque from selling out with Eminem. Why are you gonna battle Tory, who's not a fucking rapper? You lost to an artist. That's the same way Drake beat Meek Mill because Meek Mill is the fucking rapper. So everybody expect Meek Mill to kill Drake. But then what did Drake do? He killed a nigga with fucking melodic tunes. Nigga gave him Charged Up. Are you serious?
As a jab.
Exactly.
As a jab.
And everybody respected Drake off of just Charged Up. They're like, oh shit. And then he came back with another freestyle.
Turned into a
The
Grammy
next
hit.
day, like, oh, y'all niggas taking too long, so I'm responding.
Grammy hit, plays in the club, all of that shit.
And that's why I think
That's
with
crazy.
Joyner, it
I
hindered
think
him.
I think this is not gonna hurt Joyner at all. It just put him on a bigger platform.
I'm
More people now know who he is.
gonna tell you why it hurts him. Because the next time he tries to battle somebody, people are gonna clown him like, yo, my nigga, you lost to Tory Lanez. Nobody is saying Joyner won.
Nah.
Nobody's-
I've never said Tory could not rap.
Nobody has said Joyner wins, but everybody had Joyner dusting this nigga.
You got nothing to say over here. You gotta say
She's
something.
biased. She already said it. She
It doesn't
wanna say
matter. I want to
biased.
hear. I want to hear what she has to say about it.
I'm biased. I already
She's
said
saying
it.
she's biased.
I
She was on the
think-
set of the video.
I think
Like, that's all I needed
that
to hear.
don't mean he automatically wins. For me, I just like I said, I think it was a really good back and forth. I honestly wouldn't give it to either one of them. I think they both took jabs at each other and they were hard.
Tory took haymakers.
Yep.
Joyner took jabs.
Yeah.
I felt like Joyner was scared to swear. That's what it felt like to me.
Oh, he wasn't tough
No.
enough.
No, he wasn't tough. He's tough on a ZZ beat.
Ooh.
He should have went old school, got some fucking Jadakiss beats or some Locks beats or some. He could have had that. Been around. Oh man, listen. Let me
Ooh,
stop.
that been
I liked
around.
the one bar
Exactly.
where
You
he
know
was
where I'm
like,
going.
Ooh.
He was like,
Been
anybody
around,
can rap fast, and then he started
Oh.
rapping fast. I was like, what?
Oh, when Tory did that shit.
Yeah, Tory had a good. He had a
Tory-
good couple
snapped.
He
bars.
brought the entire
After the first
catalog.
song, Tory snapped.
He did.
You know
After
what
the
it-
first
you know,
song.
You know why? Also, I'm so proud of Tory. He represented for us short niggas, man. For real.
I was gonna say bald niggas, but
I was
Bald
gonna say
niggas
that too.
Bald and short niggas. He's a skinny nigga. I'm not a skinny short nigga. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like
pause.
I'm with pause.
that sounded
Why
crazy.
do people say that?
Oh, you want to get into that too?
No, I don't want to get
All
into
right.
that.
That's
All
how
right,
that's
'cause I'll
deep.
tell
I don't
you.
even know. I'd be like, what?
I can tell you
I'm
why.
not a child.
Pause.
For me, it's part of my culture. When
Dipset.
I seen
Dipset.
Dame Dash, I think a white no, not even a white person asked Dame Dash like, "What is pause?" He was like, "It's black culture." What is black culture? He's like, "Well, you need to go do your research then, because there's no way I can tell you."
You gotta feel it.
Exactly.
You gotta feel it.
And pause is a culture. It's not a man thing, a girl thing. It's a culture. Period. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
Well, that's
I'm about to get that on a shirt. Pause is a culture.
Pause is a culture.
It is.
Because Dame Dash said so.
No. Everybody knows it, but
Because Dame Dash co-signed.
everybody knows it, but not everybody is able to speak up on it because people are afraid of giving the wrong answer. But there's no wrong answer. It's a culture.
I guess.
I don't.
I mean, real. Yo, ask anybody. Ask anybody who actually says pause a lot. They'll
Okay.
tell you where they get it from,
Okay.
and they'll tell you why they say it. But it's never on no weird shit. It's just more so like that's my culture. That's how I grew up.
Okay.
So what do you have coming up?
What do I have coming up?
Yeah. Oh, I want to.
She already told you all that
How
stuff.
long have you been mentoring over at that spot?
Oh my God, at ZoomX?
Yeah.
Damn, y'all got me saying everything.
No,
You do your
project
research.
I do my yeah,
You do your,
I-
you
of
do your
course.
research. I fucks with you for that. Thank you. I'm so glad we can swear.
Yeah, nah, we do
You
whatever
don't
over
swear?
here.
Yeah, that's lit.
Yeah,
Okay.
yo,
You
it's
don't
lit.
eat, but that's
Exactly.
lit. It's
Exactly.
lit.
Exactly.
How long? I've been, God, I don't even know how long I've been a mentor to Project Method. It's been a while now. It's been a few months, like 4 months now. Damn, time be flying by. For me, like I just jumped in. Honestly, I was a little like, and they
End
know,
of summer?
yeah, like before the end of the summer. Like I would say July, maybe. When did I come back from tour? August. So yeah, like July. So I hooked up with them. Shout out to ZoomX. They're amazing. Renee, Brittany, Jake, everybody over there, Marilyn, everybody over there is just amazing. And I had jumped in because I just wanted to give back and like give my time. And Project Method is just amazing. Like, first and foremost, like, to even see that they're operating their own radio show, which is called The Lost Boys, which is like amazing to me.
Wait, are they kids?
They are kids.
And they call the Lost Boys?
Well, they're not kids.
Because they're about to be sued.
Because they're not
They're
kids.
about to be sued.
You're not about to be sued.
You can't use the Lost Boys. You better change that name.
No, that's the name of their radio show. So
Okay.
it's called The Lost Boys.
Okay.
And they come on every Tuesday night from 7 to 8.
They're teenagers?
They're between the ages of 15 and 18.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
That's super dope.
And there's
Hell
4
yeah.
of them. So shout out Biggie, Chad, Dari, and Chris. Those are my guys. But they're also a rap group.
They'll be sued. Change your name.
No. Their group name is Project Method.
Okay.
The name of the show for
I'm
the
about to
third
say.
time. The name of the
That would
show.
be crazy.
Because you said they were a
Third
rap
time.
group too, so that's why I'm like.
They
oh.
are, but the radio show
Okay.
is The Lost Boys.
And what's the name of their group? Project Method?
Project Method.
I'm about to Google it right now.
You should. So it's Project_Method. Exactly how it sounds. And they're just lit. Like, not only do they make really good music, they're already performing. They're closing out festivals. They be doing the most. It's so crazy. But they're also like really, really smart. Like, Dari participates with Boston Pulse Poetry for these TED Talk he's doing. You know, Chris is a producer of the group. He produces most of their music along with Dari as well. Biggie and Chad are just amazing. Like, their knowledge of music and even just like old school music, like they know their history. So like they're just amazing to work with. And I've enjoyed, you know, just spending time with them. I actually saw them yesterday. Shout outs to them, Project Method. Ow.
Yeah, so you like getting pizza or something?
We was getting pizza. It was like kind of like post Thanksgiving Day type thing. Like, I hadn't seen them because, you know, it's the holidays. So I was just like, yo, let me pull up on them. I give them advice on like what I think they should be doing as far as like their group and like better techniques of how to kind of communicate within the group. And they're just dope.
That's great. That's
I love them.
You've been out here heavy, man.
You're a mixer. You're a mixie?
She's yeah.
You're a mixie.
What's that mean?
I'm asking you, are you a mixie?
What's a mixie?
You're all over the place.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like
Seems like
vibing.
all the time.
I mean, I love the arts.
Yo, I don't know how y'all do it, man. For real, I'd be like, man, I gotta go over here. I just did like 16 hours, dog.
I love the arts. Okay, so this is the thing. All right, so I used to work in corporate America as an accountant.
Oh, okay. Enough said.
Okay.
I know. My dad's an accountant. So I
I'm
know.
no longer an accountant. I quit my job a year ago. I walked away from a really good salary.
You've done it. Let me ask you
Yo,
a question.
she's legit changing her
No,
entire
hold on.
life.
I have a
fam.
question. I have a question.
Yeah.
There's something that you went through, or you experienced, that has made you take up all these changes in the past 2 years.
Everything.
You changed the way you eat,
Yup.
where you work,
Yup.
the things you do,
Yup.
the time you spend on anything.
Yerp.
What happened?
Transition.
No. there's
No, I want to
something
know
that
where the
happened.
transition happened.
It ain't even
Yeah.
transition. It's an event.
I met someone.
Oh.
Nah, honestly.
So you about to look at you so
Like,
happy.
No, I was about to
He
say,
was
this is an
like,
event.
this
That's why
had
I
to
said
be-
I want to know the events.
This had to be somebody. Nah, so like how did it first happen? So okay, it all started when I was in the womb. No. It
2
started
years
honestly.
ago seems like when it started.
It started when I was pushed as like front woman for this host for Hope Inc., which is a nonprofit organization, which me and like 8 other people, shout out to Curtis, Desiree, Quasi, Shelly, Tim, Matt, Jermaine, everybody. We started off
Ran
in,
off crazy.
No,
man.
My-
no,
my fault.
I already
That's
seen
my
something so
crew.
hilarious. She remembers all those names but can't name no rappers.
Listen,
Dog,
okay.
you already know the game she's playing.
I'm
It's
trying
okay.
to think.
PC out here.
You know, I
Scared.
Just,
It's all right.
I ain't see. Don't. I ain't
Scared,
never
yo.
scared. Okay, boom
Scared.
question. I ain't never scared, B. Don't try to play me. Don't play
I'm
me.
just saying, you read off
I ain't
7
scared.
names. You read off 7 names.
Want to know why with the Boston artists? It's hard for me because I know too many people. You can't ask me 3. I can name you 10 off top. So 3 is hard. So that's why I was like hesitant.
I think you were positioning them. I didn't didn't want you to position them.
I wasn't trying to position nobody. You're trying to also just like shout them out as far as like who comes to mind. Like I could give you 25 names right now of just people that you probably never even heard of.
I didn't know the first two you were talking about.
That's lit.
You know what I mean? I just learned two new names now. Because I'm always looking for Boston.
I had to run through my crew though at Hope Inc. because we've been together for like 11 years. We started off at RCC, Roxbury Community College. I sit on the board of Roxbury College now as a trustee.
Okay. She's moving, son.
We did a lot of stuff. We did a lot of stuff at the school, and it grew into this beautiful thing. You know, due to Michael Wiggins, who unfortunately passed away through gun violence. About 9 years ago, he was the founder, one of the founding fathers of Hope Inc. It was Club Hope before it was ever Hope Inc. And we're just trying to carry out the legacy. And when we got into Dudley Cafe, you know, they were just like, we had some personal issues in the group, like people just, you know, like you're saying, like work and family and stuff. And they were just kind of like, we need a host. And I'm like, it's not going to be me, bro. Like I'm more grassroots. I can get people in. I like to go to events. I like to solicit people to come through, but I don't want to ever be the face or ever be the host. I was awkward as fuck. Like I was so trash. I would get up on the mic and like, I wouldn't even know what to say half the time. So that started catapulting like a little bit to like where I'm at now. And then I met Anson. Like legit, that's a lot of what happened because becoming his manager just changed like my focus for a lot of things.
You have definitely changed since the first time I like saw you 2 years ago. The transition on her page is crazy.
Yeah, I had to kind of rebrand myself and also like just be more immersed in like the things that I wanted to see change in like hip hop. When we was having these conversations, like ItsLitBoston, shout out Mark Merrin, who is a legend in these streets. I love you, Mark. You've been putting on for years. You know, when that got shut down, it was like, where are we going to see hip hop? And nothing, but like nobody's trying to fuck with pay for plays, man. Like you ain't trying to do that out here in these streets. Like hip hop is a culture. You can't deny that.
You got to feel it.
You got to be with the movement. Yeah. And I was just finding like certain artists would be on certain bills and I would find out the reasons why, or I would see people, you know, not being able to get booked at certain places due to either money or because they didn't know somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. And I'm like, when did that ever matter? Like, when did we start becoming more of a art business than artists? Like, yeah, we need money and we need the business aspect, but like, when did it become like, okay, you're this gimmick person or you're in this role or you're in this box and we're going to just box that up and sell it to the people. Like we're not for consumerism like that.
But that's what his art is. Art is consumerism.
It is, but to the soul, not to the pockets. Like, I'm sorry. Like for me, when I listen to a track, no matter what,
exactly.
You
Nobody
do
does
have
art
to
for
eat.
free though.
This is very true, but you shouldn't have to pay for your art to be displayed either.
But you should. That's always been that way. When you have something, you want people to pay to come see it. You invest in it. Exactly.
Not when you have platforms that are
you have to pay for that platform. That platform has to be funded some way, somehow.
So then how does the artist get paid?
Through the platform. You set up the platform.
It should be a revolving door.
Exactly.
So give me an example of that.
Of what? Of being paid?
No, not of being paid. I know how to get paid. Revolving doors type of.
I said it should be, but it's not.
What about a platform where you just said you pay for the platform, but the platform pays you? How does that work?
Well, I'm not an artist, but the way I would have it is if there's a conjunction of artists or whatnot or a conglomerate, if you all come together and put your money together to get a platform, people are going to pay to see your art or hear your art on that platform.
So the artists need to invest in a platform to put themselves and other artists on, correct?
Isn't that what everybody does?
I mean, yeah, that's what a lot of people do. But how do you make that sustainable over time?
That's up to you guys. That's not for me. I'm not an artist.
Interesting.
Very.
I'm going to let y'all handle that.
No, because there's a way like she's artistic and you could tell.
Yeah, of course.
But things still cost money, period. You have to keep the lights on some way, somehow. Because that platform or that venue that you want to display your art at has to be paid. They're not gonna just let you. Oh, come do your shit for free. We're gonna let 50 people in here for free. They could take up all the time.
No one said that. Why would you let people in for free? But why can't you offer the artist the platform that's already built and is already there, and you pay the artist to display their work, and you charge people at the door?
Is everybody deserving of that though?
Whoa.
No, I'm asking you.
There's a lot of people that are.
But that's not the question. Is everybody deserving of that? Because once you get on and they feel like, oh, well, her shit's being displayed, I should be able to get my shit on there. Everybody doesn't deserve the same.
Skill levels matter.
Yeah,
those levels
always
matter. But when you have a lot of people or a collection of people who are very super talented, then what do you do?
But to still see all that talent, you still have to cipher through all of them.
Right.
Somebody has to have that.
And you have to pay somebody.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to do that for free.
What you mean?
What do you mean?
What you mean nobody's going to do what for
Nobody's
free?
going to cipher through all these artists
for free.
It's not going to
work.
happen.
That's work.
Time out of their day.
That's bullshit.
What?
Because I've definitely done that.
Just because you do it doesn't mean everybody
But
lives
there's a
that
lot
way.
of people like me who do that.
So then where's the platforms?
That's the whole. Okay.
But you're the one saying that there's all these people, but there's no platforms, obviously.
No, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that there's no platforms. I'm just saying that there is a lack of a lot of platforms, number one. And number two, there are platforms that are still keeping certain things away from being on that said platform.
So
that's what I'm saying.
Isn't that when you guys come together as a collective and create your own platform? And you come.
Yeah, we've definitely done that. We got the Milky Way and JP with Feel It, Speak It. We got Vibes and Offerings and in Dorchester on Glenway
I do
Street.
see that a lot. What is that, a Luna joint? The Luna joint too, right?
The Bella Luna joint, that's the Milky Way. If you can feel it, you can speak it. That's every second Thursday of the month consistently. They just celebrated their 9-year anniversary. You have Vibes and Offerings in Dorchester, presented by Bakari JB. You also have, I'm blanking out on places. You have Speakeasy, like the Hard Rock Cafe. You have Density out in Lynn, that's still doing their thing. That's an open mic. Like you got the Lizard Lounge. You got mad places that you can get potentially put on. But I'm talking about like bigger venues as far as hip hop is concerned.
Oh, you want like big venues for hip hop?
Yes.
In general?
Yes.
Oh, that's not happening in Boston.
Why?
It doesn't happen in Boston. It hasn't happened since. What was the last big venue that you could have hip hop artists at?
Look at you.
No, I'm thinking now. I know there's no places now. The biggest
Which
place.
now?
I can't even think of
There's
one.
no big places you can have a hip hop event at because
Why
it's
not?
a liability.
What? See? Whoa.
No,
Even I
listen,
gotta step
listen
back
what I'm
on that
saying.
one. Hold
No,
on, son.
because
Go ahead.
you didn't go to the hip hop events back in the day. If you was
But we're not
out,
talking about
broke.
back of the day. We're talking
broke.
about right now.
I was broke
you
anyway.
should still go to a hip hop event
No,
back
I
in the
did.
day.
I
For
did.
real?
And that's not true. I
just started going now.
I don't think hip hop is a liability. I think the perception, the perspective
So name me
is
some large venues in the city or within the city.
What's that spot
House
over
of
at Fenway?
Blues.
Yeah, House of Blues.
No.
Yeah. That's
Everybody,
big.
Brighton
everybody,
Music
everybody doesn't
Hall.
go to House of Blues, and that's not a big venue.
That's a pretty big.
No,
That's a pretty
the
big
Wang
venue.
Theater is a big venue. You know,
Okay.
Have you been
Wang.
inside? Have you
Yeah.
been inside?
Yes, but have you seen any hip hop acts downtown?
No.
All right, those are the big venues. You seen any hip hop?
Wait,
acts?
where downtown?
What do you mean? Over there by with the Wang Theater, the
But
Orpheum
who's
Theater,
the
all
last
that.
act that's came to the Wang Theater though, bro?
What do you mean?
Like who I know comics do,
Yeah,
and I know
comics all the
singers
time.
do.
Yeah, yeah.
Lauryn Hill was there,
Velvet
but like
Revolver was just there.
at the Wang Center,
Yeah,
I believe that.
but it's not hip
But
hop.
okay,
It's
so
R&B.
so that
Yeah.
that's my point.
And there's no hip hop acts that's going to be able to perform at a large venue
So
unless
who
you're at
out
the
there
Garden,
got
unless
the
you're
plug?
Drake.
Who got the plug for the Wang Center?
It depends on the artist. That's what it really is. It depends on the artist and your booking agency.
But is that
because
true? Because then, if that were the case, then you would see even just like known art, mainstream. I hate saying
You see
known
mainstream artists, but they're all at the
at
Mid
Wang.
East. They're all at the Mid East.
No, they're not. They're at the Garden. If
Who? Name me the last rap. No. Don't save her. Name me the last hip hop act.
What's his name? Fabulous.
Fab ain't been at the fucking Garden.
Yes, he has.
No,
What the fuck are you
fucking
talking about?
hasn't.
He went
Show
with
me
Chris
right now.
Brown. I have
So
the
wait.
pictures.
So Chris Brown was the artist, and Chris Brown
Chris
was
Brown and Fabulous. They
no
co-headlined.
No. Yo, where? Yo, show me the flyer.
Yo, what are you talking about,
Show
bro? I
me
was
the
there.
flyer.
I was there.
Because Fab has never headlined a
Juicy
damn
J
thing.
has been to the
At
Brighton
the
Music
Mid-East.
Hall. No, at Brighton
I've been
Music
there
Hall.
too. Brighton
And
Music Hall
He's
small,
been
so
there.
it was
I'm
me
sorry,
and
not
Young
Brighton
Boy. I
Music
went there
Hall.
as well.
House of Blues.
Okay, I went
House
there
of
as well.
Blues.
Everybody goes
Joyner
there.
Lucas was at House of Blues.
Who
That's
else
not
was
a-
there? Gucci Mane.
Gucci Mane.
Yep.
No, who the fuck is performing at Middle East?
Whoa,
Go
that's
ahead.
wild disrespect.
Everybody performs at the Middle East.
Yeah,
Who's
term
doing
Joe
it?
Budden used to do
Every-
it. Terminology
I mean,
does it.
term
Conway
is
Joe
like,
Budden.
performed there.
Yeah, Joe Budden used to do that
Static
shit.
Selector performed
Yeah.
there.
You guys are naming
SZA
like
performed there.
here now.
Fucking
Last
Rhapsody,
week.
I'm naming
Rhapsody.
people.
Oh yeah, Rhapsody was
there.
at the Middle East. That's true.
There's
That's
plenty
true.
of people. That's where
Yeah.
all the hip hop acts come. They go to the Middle
Middle
East.
East. It's
Cameron
always
performed
Middle
there
East.
last Christmas.
It's always Middle East.
It's always been that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. People in the city do not take on hip hop acts because it's a freaking liability.
No,
But they
it's
should learn
not.
from the
Yes,
Middle
it
East, though.
is.
It's never really a problem. The Middle East, though.
It's not.
It should be an example.
Because of the area it's in.
What's that mean?
Because of the. What do you mean? What was the club that used to be over there? Wasn't that Naga? Why did Naga get shut down?
Naga is still up and running. It's
No,
now
it's
La
not.
Fabrica.
It's- so
What are
it's
you
not-
talking
so it's
about?
not
It's right
Naga.
next door.
No, time out.
what? It's called what?
La Fabrica.
And it's not ran by the
It
same people. But it's
is.
not ran by the same people.
Am I
anymore.
wrong?
Oh, shit.
It's right next door.
It's not ran by the same people.
Sonia's right next door to
Sonia's right
Middle,
next door, too.
Middle
Yeah.
East.
Oh, they're performing there, too.
Who?
It's Sonia's.
Who?
Artist.
Oh, I
Rappers.
don't know what Sonia's is.
It's right next door to Middle East. It's on the side.
To the right?
If you go down that street, that one way,
What is
right there on the side.
Okay.
Like before you get off to the Middle East, it's right there.
Because the Middle East is on the corner.
Yeah, Middle East is in the corner.
So
Sonia's
it's
on
to the
side of
right
it. Yeah, it's
of
to the
Middle
right.
East? All right.
Yeah. It's pretty big in there, too.
No, I can't. You can't name any. I ain't got nothing. I really ain't got nothing. People don't take on hip hop acts. That's why you don't see all hip hop clubs in the city either.
Well, I, for one, have seen a huge change in what's going on. And I do see hip hop acts
Ooh,
getting
wait.
into venues that normally wouldn't have been in
We do have a place.
certain venues.
Please,
Bijou.
niggas, please,
I don't want to talk about
nigga,
Bijou.
please.
I'm just saying they go in there.
nigga, please.
I'm just saying they
They
go in
do.
there.
nigga, please.
I'm not a fan of them like
They
that.
do.
Everybody's
They do
going
go
if you're gonna pay
into-
them.
they
You pay them
are-
to come sit in the
Yeah.
corner.
Bijou, yeah.
Come on.
I'm just, hey, we were talking about where they perform. I just
I'm
named
just
one.
saying.
Niggas
Yeah.
don't. The dudes that go to those venues don't even be performing. You play their music and they just sit there.
Yo, they
bumping.
charge you like $45 to get in. They don't want to make a flyer for you.
You should go talk to D.
Yo,
Hey, get
nah,
your
me and
free.
him had a discussion about it. We good, but I ain't mad at him. It ain't his fault.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it ain't his fault. You know what I mean? Shout out to Trevor. He had a nice performance that night. He was supposed to.
My thing is, most hip hop acts don't perform in Boston. They perform outside the city. They perform in Providence, Lowell,
Yeah.
all that stuff. When Cardi B came here, she didn't go to no Bijou. She didn't go to the Midi. She didn't go to the Hard Rock Cafe. She didn't go none of that. She went all the way out to fucking Lowell and Lawrence. Same thing with
That shit's a
Davies.
troop, too.
Davies?
Oh, it's always
Maybe last
Lawrence.
time you seen him
Yeah,
perform in
Lawrence.
Boston.
Well, let's not bring up Dave East because the last time Dave East was at, I think it was
Hard
Bijou.
Rock Cafe.
Where was
Hard
he
Rock,
that he got into that scuffle with Eddie Fish? So because of that, I can see why he does things.
Thank you for
outside of
coming,
the-
Amanda.
Not even.
No,
No, you're-
Word,
you're
right? Word, right?
Whoa.
I still
just
bump
saying.
Davies. Fuck
Still
it.
bump.
Still bump it.
I'm just stating facts out here in these streets. So
Nah, but,
I would
he's
be
like
in
that in the
Lawrence
trap.
too.
Beats like that in the trap.
No shade, no shade.
No
to
shade.
Dave East.
Beats like
just
that. I
saying.
mean, it don't bother me.
I Beloved, still a dope album. Him with Styles.
That was whack.
You didn't like it?
Nah.
For
Didn't
real?
Love it at all.
I like Beloved.
Whoever is managing Davies is doing something incredibly wrong. He should be far bigger than what he is, and he is not.
What if he doesn't want to be?
What do you mean?
I don't know. He's just
Isn't
chilling.
that why people take on artists as clients and whatnot? Because they see the potential and want to make them larger than what they are?
I just see a nigga who's just chilling and enjoying what he got.
Nah.
That's it. That's what I see.
Nah, that nigga Davies been out for what, like 5 years now? 6 years? Been out for a grip. He been out longer than Jordan Lucas. And Jordan's bigger than him right now.
I'm not. I don't. Why? So my thing is this: like, why do people put people like
Times.
comparative and like time?
That's what everything is. Everything is.
But like, why?
What do you mean?
Like, why do we have to do that?
Why?
Because
so
art
you
is
want us all
timeless,
to-
right? I'm just saying, like, you're like, oh, he's been out for 5 years. And
Because-
he's only been out for this. Like, why do you think that we need to measure ourselves up against these time constraints and these other artists?
All artists are measured up against each other, whether you like it or not. If Show has been an artist and I come out and I'm cool with Show and we have songs together, but I blow up and go past Show in a short amount of time, people are going to look at Show differently.
Crazy. Like,
And that's what it is
nigga.
with Dave East, because everybody who likes Dave East and knows his music will tell you he has been out far too long for him not to be bigger in hip hop at all.
But everybody has a story, so we don't know
We know
people's
Davies.
lives, and we
No,
don't know
we don't
know
know who's
what
gonna end
personal
up. Yeah.
we don't know what personal hardships. Like, we're all people at the end of the day too. So like sometimes people be on a really cool, like, I was just talking to a rapper about this where he seemed very, very consistent, like was getting mad views, like millions of views at a time, right? Following game crazy. And then boom, something happened, and then I see videos coming out again in music, and it's bangers, but the fall off came because he wasn't consistent. And I was like, well, what happened? Something had to have happened.
And Dave East is inconsistent. I don't care about your personal life. I'm not here for your personal life. I'm here for your music.
Damn.
Yeah, I was keeping it real.
Keep
When a basketball player, when LeBron has 10 on the court and he says, oh, because something went on at home last night.
That's crazy to me because like people expect like
people don't ask about your personal life.
That's not true because what was that basketball player on what team that lost his sister or something and he was still playing really, really good. But now if he played bad, Isaiah Thomas, if he played bad, then people would be like, oh, you know, he just lost his sister.
It's the moment.
So like, why do we not look at personal hardships in the same light? Like,
because
do we need somebody to completely die like off in our family or something traumatic like that for us to still face a hardship?
Society is whatever you're lacking, there's gonna be someone making up for it.
I just say like we should humanize the artist again. Like we are human beings, and I think sometimes people, once again, going back to the business, I understand it takes money, but it's not just dollar signs, and it's not always about trajectory and consistency and all these things that people put. Like sometimes hardships do happen. That doesn't take away from the talent or the product that the artist can produce when they don't have those types of situations on them. And money is definitely a thing. Do you understand like how much shit I could probably create that I have in my head and I have on storyboards and I have pictures and all this stuff I want to create, but that shit takes money. Like I can't blame nobody for that. I just got to grind my fucking ass off, and whatever comes in my way as far as a hardship, that's going to obviously push back my timeline. But why should I measure myself up against any other artist or be like, yo, I'm 34 years old. Like if I, you know, I'm getting older, like, nah,
Isn't
bro,
that what
like,
everybody does?
Nah, like we shouldn't be. And that's the problem. That's what I'm trying to get you to sit here and think with me for 1 second. Like we shouldn't be doing that.
It's about
like
growth. Everybody is
we
not
all
going to
grow at different times.
But you want everybody to have time. Everybody don't have time.
We have who tells us we don't have time?
Everybody does not have time.
We have time. Artists out there, I love y'all. We have time. Don't let the social construct fuck you up in this game. You define when you do things, not time, please, because that's important. That will fuck with somebody's mental stability.
Then
do you understand that?
Art, then.
Nah, it's not even about
maybe
that.
You should be art.
You're not an artist, so you don't understand.
I do draw. I stopped. I am an artist.
So why did you stop drawing?
Because I don't need to anymore.
Why?
I don't have the passion for it.
Shit.
So you lost your passion for drawing?
Yeah, I can still draw my ass off. But
so
I don't
if
need
you
to.
made money off of your drawings, would that?
I didn't do drawing for art, and that's the difference between you and I. I don't do things for money. He'll tell you.
You did it because of the passion?
Yeah. I don't do things for money. There's nothing in my life that I do for money. Ever.
Well, you have a job, so you pay your bills. That's what you have to do.
Yeah, but I don't do it
money.
for the money. You don't ever see me
You like your job.
No.
So
I do it because it pays the bills. I don't do it.
I thought that's the same thing. I'm confused.
No. So you know how some people are like, yo, I'm working 60 hours so I can get this so I can buy this. You don't see me talking about buying nothing. Ever. Only thing I do is I take care of my dog. That's it. As long as my dog and my family's taken care of, I give it 2 fucks less. You don't see me buying mad shit ever. I don't do podcasts and do all that shit to make money ever. I do it because I enjoy it, because I like to hear conversation and exchange conversations with people because it's enticing to me, but I don't do anything for money.
Word.
I can't be bought.
Not everybody. Okay, cool. Not everybody does art though for money. Not everybody.
Okay, but if you're displaying your art and your people are paying to come see your art, isn't that for money?
Yeah, it's a nice little perk.
They shouldn't get paid for their art.
We shouldn't get paid to be displaying our stuff. Because anybody could do that, right? Anybody could display anything that they want.
Yeah, of course you can. You got social media.
Well, you also have real life,
But
interpersonal
9 times out of 10,
connections too.
you have somebody like me who doesn't go to all these events. Me and Show can't make it to all that. So if you can't display it on social media, how am I going to see it?
But how much are you gonna buy it though?
Depending on how good it is.
But if you're not in these environments, you're gonna just hope
I can
and
still see it
on social media.
That's how. Isn't that how businesses are ran nowadays? Social media.
It's a part of marketing.
I will say this, that on that one, social media wise, like I forgot his name. Imaginary something. I forgot his real name. I think it's John or something. My bad, bro. I love his art. Met him at the Self-Made Design spot, and I was like,
oh,
he draws the Gokus and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Imaginary. I have his. Yeah. That's my guy.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know exactly who you're talking about.
His art definitely deserves to be bought. You know what I'm saying? Like his shit's dope. I would say it's all perspective on distinction on what you think art should be paid for.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's what Sam is trying to say. Like, okay, you don't think your shit is dope all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like deserves to be paid for all the time. You know what I'm saying? Your shit should be top notch. But like you said, It's all for me. It's all perspective. Like if you walk in, you like something, you should buy it. At least try to buy it. Like how to do it at Self-Made Designs with the bidding.
Yes,
That's dope. So now
It's like an auction.
Yeah, it's dope. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
an event. They also do that as an event, so you have to go to the event as well too. So,
Yeah, I bought one. I bought one. I
'Cause
won
you were
one.
there.
Yeah, it was dope.
But
Got-
he was
got the shirt
saying
made and
like
everything.
he
Shit
was
was
saying
dope.
he doesn't go to these things, so like how would he?
He doesn't
know?
have time. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, so
but
you have to make it so that way people who aren't able to attend these events can still buy or be involved some way.
You know what? You know what? How you can see it? The person who bought the painting should post it on their gram and tag that person, and it show up. That I bought it. You know what I'm saying? That's because that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I bought it and I put it up because that shit was dope.
Wait,
It's in my crib.
how many apps you gonna create for your art?
I don't have any apps.
Why not?
Because I don't.
You should have started 2 years ago.
Nope.
Why not?
Because I do a lot of this for the art and for the passion of it. I get paid for some of it, but not all of it. And that's okay with me because I want to create. I want to display my work. Not everything I do, like you had said, is for
Okay,
me.
so my question is this: why don't you guys come together as a collective and create an app so people like me can get an app on my phone and check out your art?
I ain't downloading no more apps.
You
fam.
don't need to, but maybe I want to. That's my maybe that might be my way of supporting. I might see it, screenshot, and put it on my page.
Okay. That's really dope. I actually like that idea a lot. I mean,
I need
shout
my
out,
coins.
shout out, shout out,
knew it.
Self-Made Design.
I was waiting for it.
Shout out, Self-Made
I was like,
Design.
what's gonna click? What's gonna click with this nigga?
They actually have a radio station that loops all of the local artist music. And shout out LFOD because LFOD plays a lot of
They
local
do.
artist
Yeah, they
music.
do. All the
so there
time.
are platforms out here. I
Yep.
just want to make sure that I like clear that up because I'm not even sure if I did. But I'm not saying that there's no platforms here in Boston. I'm just saying that there should be no barriers into getting into or onto any platform.
It should be open forum.
Should be open forum.
Yeah.
It should be fair game.
So, well, thank you for coming.
Thank you for
This was
having
dope.
me.
I mean, this was a lot. We also got something special. You gonna perform for us tonight, right?
Oh shit! You want me to spit some shit?
You can do it right now, or we can do it after. It's up to
We
you.
can spit it after if you want. I
Yeah,
got the
we can do
camera
something.
and,
Yeah, yeah. we can
Yeah,
do it.
let's spit it. Let's spit
Make
it.
something real
after.
nice. Do something real nice for them.
Do something real nice.
Because guess
oh,
what? Guess what? You are the last guest of our year.
oh, gang, for
Yeah,
real?
yeah,
That's
yeah.
lit. It's lit.
Yeah.
It's lit, Boston. I'm really happy to hear that. Yo, shout out to Chris Matheson. Yeah, there's the camera. Hey, yo, shout out to him. I'm a Lyft driver. And he was
I
a
seen
Lyft
that.
I used to do
passenger.
that shit too.
I seen that.
I loved it.
Yo,
It was a
Lyft
good
is
time.
the
Good
shit.
Wait,
time.
you used to the lift?
Yeah, man.
You
Yo,
liked it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really?
it's dope. It's a good way, honestly.
You get so
word
good
of
talking
mouth,
to people.
Word of
Yeah.
mouth. Really good way of just like hearing other people's stories and getting to know people.
Crazy life.
I got a
stories.
question. What's the worst passenger that you've had?
Hold on.
as a Lyft driver.
I gotta go pick up my kids. So
No, this is quick. I gotta hear
make
this
it quick. Make it quick.
because she
Make it
posted
quick.
the good one that got like a
Yeah, the one on
10,000
Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so with Chris, thank you for going back to that. For with Chris, shout out to him because we didn't know each other prior to any of that, and for him to like record me reciting a piece in the whip like while driving him was super dope. Had no idea. The video actually almost has like 17,000 views right now, and I'm just
Wait.
that's the first video ever I've
Right,
ever done with
yeah.
any of my art.
That's pretty dope.
As far as like the worst passengers I've ever had was when I was working for Uber. Shout out to Uber. Cause y'all had me bring these 3 kids that weren't even like 18 years old on some ride all the way from like Dedham to friggin' Lincoln, Rhode Island for them to go to the casino. They was doing all types of fucking fuck shit in the back seat. They were drinking, they were snorting some shit, they were inhaling some shit, and it just wasn't cool because I'm like, where do you drop these people off? Like the
Side
whole
of the road.
entire time, I'm like, I can't just leave these kids on the side of the road. But there was no protection towards that, and I definitely made a complaint. And then the second passenger I had threw up in my whip. I was cleaning it up. Shout out to Kleenex because like their tissue is durable. So I was cleaning
Yo,
that
mad
up.
plugs tonight, yo.
Yo, real shit.
Mad plugs.
I was cleaning that up on the way, and I took pictures after the fact, and they only gave me like $80, and I'm like, bruh, like that shit stunk. Like, and I was on the ride with this
It
dude
should be
for like
150.
this is what I'm saying. So like I was on the ride with that dude for like an hour, like because he threw up 3 times, not just once,
Time
but
out.
3
Time
times.
out.
Competitive.
After the first one, you didn't kick him out?
No, because
You
like I
can't.
said,
Yes, you can.
where are you kicking these people out
Yeah.
at? He's
to a
in the
police station.
boondocks. I didn't even know where I was. It always be the off the wall, like out in the boony rides.
Where the service is trash.
So fugazi, like you don't even know.
Before you accept a ride, can't you see where they're going?
No.
Really?
That's the thing.
So it's not like DoorDash.
Nah.
No.
Because DoorDash, I can see wherever that
No.
food's going.
That's
Like,
food.
See, but
That's
that's the way.
food.
But that's the way that they do it, though. For you, I get why they do it, because if you
pick
were
and
getting
choose.
$5 rides, you would want to get like the $50 ride.
Yep.
So it
No lie.
doesn't keep people from being a priority. Number
Yeah.
one, and number two, like, I don't know, like, because if I got a ride knowing I was going all the way to Lincoln, Rhode Island, I probably wouldn't take it. No lie. And it was like 2:30 in the morning.
How much did you make though?
Like $60, but that's not even the point. That's like $30 there and $30 back, because it's a 2-hour ride.
They did a pool?
They did a private. It's an hour from Dedham to Lincoln, Rhode Island, and an hour my drive back by myself.
Yeah.
The casino. Yeah, the casino.
That's what I'm saying. It's out. I used to live in Rhode Island in Providence, and I know that it was fun. As soon as I saw it, I was like, wow, that's crazy.
From excuse me, with Lyft from Logan all the way to what is that school in Rhode Island? Johnson and Wales.
Oh, that's not that bad.
What? Nah, I ain't go for. We had a good time though.
Nah, that's not that bad. That's like an hour and 15. That's
See,
not
I don't
bad.
want to drive with people though, because I might want to listen
That
to
was a
something
buck,
I want to
though.
listen to.
That's when you talk to people and get to. Yo, I had these two dudes.
Wait, you got $60 for that? Right?
That's what I'm
I got
saying.
$60.
I got a buck.
Yeah, you got
See what I'm
gyms.
saying?
That's
Because it
crazy.
was Uber, bro. It was
Really?
Uber,
Lyft be
bro.
paying
Lyft be
niggas,
killing
yo.
the game.
Really?
Yo,
Tips
Lyft
is
needs
crazy,
to sponsor
man.
us for real.
Yo, let me
Like,
get back on though.
Can we get that 17K video
I'm not
like
gonna lie.
sponsored, please?
Yeah,
Somebody,
that'll be a good
anybody?
sponsor.
That would be
I'm
dope.
trying to get them in Primark because I need mad sweats.
I need mad sweats. All them
mad gray
joggers.
sweats.
All them joggers, yeah. But nah,
I'm
thank you,
done.
Amanda, for coming, man.
Thank you for having me.
We're gonna figure out this performance,
Yeah.
whether we do it now or how you want to do it.
Do you want me to do it now? I could do it now.
Nah,
I mean, if you want to do it on this, that's fine. I mean,
it's up to you.
That's totally
We'll
fine with
we'll
me.
clear out for you. Nah, let's record it. Let's record it after.
Sure.
So
Whatever y'all want to do, I'm cool.
Doesn't
It's the last
bother me.
one. Let's just make something
Well,
out
but
of
the
it.
Be
thing
on the
about it is, like,
mics
we
all the
recorded
time.
off. How is it gonna get on?
You gonna use the camera. You didn't gonna send it to me. Come on,
Yeah,
dog.
but you don't want to have it on the SoundCloud with the episode as
They
well.
talking about
I'm gonna add all of that shit
production
in.
issues while we're still
Oh,
on.
Come on, my
Alright,
nigga.
my
Keep
bad.
up. Keep
Production.
up,
My bad,
nigga.
King. My bad, King.
Got
Production.
this.
My bad, King.
I got you.
that.
Just send me that shit.
Production issues.
Yeah, you know.
got that
You don't know what I
conversation.
be. You don't know what I be doing. You don't know what I be
You're
doing.
trying to get on the same wave. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
I'm just saying,
We'll
this is
figure
our art right now.
This is how we create.
I'm
But
done.
we're gonna put it on our.
Let everybody
platforms.
know your IG, where they can reach you, and all of that.
Yo, so I'm Amanda Shea all day. That's all one word. Amanda Shea, like the shea butter. All day. That's my handle on IG. You can find me at ALSchaefer3 on Snapchat. I don't know if people still use Snapchat.
No, we
I don't
don't.
even really
Nah.
use Snapchat. I'm
We're
just
gonna kill
plugging it
that.
just to plug it. And my Facebook is Amanda Shea, and that's how you can find me. Like, send me a DM, hit me up, send me some tracks. People do it all the time. If you got flyers, any events that you're promoting, like, let me know. I support everybody and everything that's going on, and try to pull up when I can. And that's it. That's it. That's all I got.
I respect it.
Anything else, Sam? You good?
I respect.
All right,
Anything
y'all.
else?
We out.
Yeah, that's
Artists,
okay.
there's no time constraints.
None. I agree with her.
Live by your own
I don't know what Sammy talking about
time.
because I'm 33 and sky's the limit for me. Fuck you.
Yo, no time constraints.
I never said sky wasn't the limit.
we good. We
There's
good.
no
We good.
rush.
We good.
There's no
Bye.
rush.
We're gonna get at y'all.
Deprivation. We can't breathe. Hands up, don't shoot. Please. I have no weapon. Freeze. All I have is my voice. Chalk lines, caution tape. We hail cabs that won't stop. Too dark, too late, they don't feel safe. Go to college, obtain 2 degrees. Still treated like second-class citizens. No identity, yet check the ethnicity box. Assume labels, single mothers, deadbeat dads, welfare checks. Do you even have a job? European names like Amanda and Gregory guarantees interviews, looks of disappointment once they see you. We've been lied to. This country isn't ours. Go back home, practice patriotism, anger, stomach aches, bubbles like warm shaken soda. Smile. Hide your pain. Collared shirts, iron pants, we still get slaned. Proper English, urban dictionaries. Puppets, not people, minstrel shows. Humans, detained like animals. Jail cells reminiscent of animal cages. Unfair and unequal wages. No pride left. Dead inside. We all just want to feel alive.